there! So I got a request to do the Rockstar Girlfriend makeup style, which basically means an effortless kind of smoky eye. You want to look like you haven't tried that hard. This person in particular requested me to do the Rockstar Girlfriend makeup for deep set eyes. I will throw some tips here and there, but this tutorial is not specifically made for deep set eyes. Any eye shape can recreate this look. Before I get started, I just want to say that this style is so well embodied by Danielle Marcan. You know her, I'm sure you do. I'm priding with the fact that she's Romanian. For me, she really represents this aesthetic, that cool girl, effortless, I haven't tried that hard type of style. So I'm highly inspired by her when I'm doing this look. Let's get into it. I just don't feel like putting my bangs up because they lose shape. So what I will do is I will apply as little product on my forehead as I possibly can. I'll be starting out with foundation, and I'll be using the Dior Backstage foundation because... wow, what happened with this packaging? I'm using this one because it has light coverage. I don't want anything to be too glam or too heavy. If you have a little bit of imperfection showing up, I feel like that's perfect. I'm using the shade 1W in this foundation. I'm not gonna use too much. With this formula, I like doing some initial blending with my finger because it has a very liquidy consistency. I'm just gonna apply it here for a little bit of color consistency, I guess. And I'll be using a sponge to blend it out. Don't mention my sponge. I ordered new sponges, but until they arrive, all my sponges look like this, a little bit ripped. For my under eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm using the same old sponge. I'm blending the leftover product on my lids to have a base for my eyeshadow. I'll take my translucent powder and use the same sponge to set the under eye area. And again, I'm throwing the leftover powder on my lids. I did not wash my makeup brushes in a minute, which means that I don't have a clean contour brush, but I'm gonna use this one from Makeup Forever. It's the 156 brush. Not really a contour brush, but I really like it, especially for blush and highlighter. I think this is really good, but we're going to improvise. I'm using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I'm trying not to apply too much because this can be a bit dark for my skin tone. See? Yeah, well, I'm gonna spread it evenly all across my face. And now I will attempt to blend this out. This is a very nice bronzer. You can see how easily I was able to blend that out. But ideally, it's for light to medium skin tones. If you are really fair like I am, you can work it out, as you can see, but it's a little bit trickier. I'm gonna use blush because I simply cannot skip it. But what you want to do is take a blush that's more of a coral, neutral, almost toned, not something that's way too pink, because that's gonna look a little bit too cute for this look. You want to look cool. I'm gonna use this one from Makeup Forever. It's the closest one that I have to what I need today, and I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. Again, I'm not applying too much of this. I'm placing it a bit above the bronzer. For a bit of highlighter, I'm using my usual, the e.l.f. Big highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. Not my usual highlighter brush, but my usual highlighter brush is dirty, so... The long-awaited moment, the eye look. You're going to need a black eye pencil. I'm using this one from Revolution. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smudge this on my lash line, but I'm gonna focus on the outer corner because that works a little bit better for my eye shape. But I'm gonna do a very, very thin line across my lash line too. But on my outer corner, I'm really packing it. Then I'm gonna take a smudging brush. This one is from Makeup Addiction. When it comes to deep set eyes and smoky looks, I usually avoid applying black or any very dark color on my entire lid because that can really emphasize the fact that the eyes are really pushed back into the eye socket. I'm using the leftover product on my lower lash line. So what I do instead is I just focus it on the lash line, on the outer corner, just not on my entire lid. A brand that I feel like represents this edgy style so well is YSL. And I have this mono eyeshadow from them. It's the Sequin Crush in the shade 10. It's just black and it's broken, which breaks my heart too. It has a little bit of glitter in it. I'm gonna use that with the same smudging brush and set the pencil into place. And again, I'm throwing it on the lower lash line as well. I'm not even going to use another eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take my bronzer on a bigger brush. This one is a Sigma E44. Again, a brush that I don't normally go for, but my other ones are dirty, so. And I'm just gonna use it to blend a bit. You don't want to blend too much, because again, we want everything to look effortless and maybe even a little bit unfinished. I'm gonna take this all across my crease, so I have a bit of color there. And again, for deep set eyes, I avoid putting colors that are way too dark in my crease, but something that is close to your bronzer shade works. And that is honestly everything. You can just throw on some mascara and be done with it. I'll be using my Essence, the False Lashes Mascara. For the lips, I will go for a cool tone nude. I'm gonna use the NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Beige. I'm not gonna accentuate them too much. This is really close to my lip shade. You can also try that smudged lip look, when people use a nude lip pencil and then they smudge it out. I never liked how that looks on me. Maybe I just don't know how to do it, but it's whatever. Then I'm gonna use this kind of a lip balm from Dr. Pawpaw, or however you read that. It also has a bit of shimmer in it. It's really lovely. This is the look. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you try this style. I feel like it's very edgy and cool. I hope this video was useful. Wish you a very, very beautiful day ahead, and I will see you next time. Bye!